All right, let's run it back. 3, 2, 1, go. More Aperture. This time around, we understand how the preset works a little bit better, so hopefully we can route a little bit better. Try and go for a faster time. Our last speedrun was like an hour and a half long. I'm hoping to do this in like an hour this time. That'd be nice. Gambit potential. If I was smart enough to set it up beforehand, yeah, but I'm not going to set it up in the middle of the run. Hydro Star. All right, pretty decent Dracula. Not bad, not bad. You just meant race routing gambles? Oh, that makes sense, yeah. This would be an interesting race preset for sure. It just mirrors the aspect ratio a bit messed up. No, it's normal. To be fair, you could run this game at many different aspect ratios. This one's probably a little bit wider than what other people run right now. But it's not necessarily, like, wrong. Ooh, Marcel. Nice. So the question is, do we always go for the merman check immediately? It's kind of slow to do right away, but it's layer 0. I'll try it out. Tyler just threw something through his monitor in protest. Wait, what? What did I do? Uh-oh. Yeah, we're hatting it up because my hair doesn't want to behave, and this is funny. Yeah, now that the Holy Symbol is a progression item, we have to keep our eyes out for that. Spike Breaker could also be early. Well, that's not progression. It sucks that you can't save split this either. You kind of just have to deal with the time loss. Wait, what the fuck? How did I fall off the boat? How did I fall off the boat from shield dashing right there? Huh? That's crazy.
Tribute. You steal men's
Thank you, Anonymous, for the
souls
gifting to Turbodog. That's fine. Yeah, I feel like it's probably... You probably have to do it at the start unless you want to come back to it later, but coming back to it later is just less efficient than doing it right away. Especially if it ends up being necessary. Also, I didn't realize that their death scream right there is like unique to that room. That's not the same death scream as normal. Oh, you guys want to see something crazy? Watch this route. Boom. Grab skill of wolf, fall back down. I probably should have grabbed that weapon, but whatever, it's fine. My Marcel's gonna carry. And now we warp to the mines, do the mines check. It's not super out of the way if you're doing entrance anyways. Yeah, it's not. The only downside is that it might be gravity boots. It might be your layer 0 check. So I guess if you put it off... Well, how many layer 0 checks do you have, actually? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Yeah, you should just skip it then. It's a 1 in 9 chance to be the progression item that you need or whatever. You should just skip it. Thank you, Ozzy. hop in for a bit since tabletop got canceled. Ah, gotcha. Dang. Yeah, it might just be some awkward geometry there for a second. So it's not in logic to go to Grand Flame at layer 0, but you can technically do it. There's no reason to do it, but at least it's not in logic. So I won't do it. Yeah, it must have just been like the boat had just started moving and moved like the hitbox around or whatever. There's another Vlad. I don't want to go to the shop right now, but there's 2 checks in there. You know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to hold off on doing that right now. This might be slow and maybe not worth doing, but it's on the warp cycle, which is why I'm doing it. What a hitbox. Goddamn, Marcel too strong. There's Keep of Zoe. All right. Yeah, we'll do Coliseum then. And then we'll go to Forbidden Route. And then from there... I guess we can warp... God damn it. I can't do a simple jump. Somebody help. Somebody help me. I'm dying. Platforming, my one weakness. I got it, Zeko. You don't have to backseat the speedrun, please. These are neat ideas. I can come up with them on my own, though. I didn't mean to press up. Fuck. No, it's all good. You're just excited. We have to do the whole warp thing again, though, because I fucked up and pressed up on accident. Gonna have to change the name if Forbidden Route keeps getting used. True. Here we are. I mean, it's just one of those things. We very rarely have, like, little, community-named, like, places like that in the game. So it just feels bad if you take that away. All right. Here's an idea. Maybe we save split going to Spirit Orb. And then reset if it's nothing, and then we take the All Rocks warp. Maybe not. The entrance warp is on the warp cycle, going towards the outer wall. So it's one less warp that we'd have to do. Plus the time it takes to go out of your way to save is probably not worth it. So yeah, it's probably not worth save splitting there. Although the Forbidden Route is kind of big. But then you'd have to reset, which takes 30 seconds. Yeah, it's probably not worth the save split, if I had to guess. That was Gravity Boots, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Well, now we can go to Entrance. Or, I mean, Alchemy Lab, actually. We'll fight Slogger Gaibon. Because that's the one we can do, right? Yeah, we can do Slugger Gaibon. Grand Floon is now in Logic, but I don't know if we want to go fight that nerd. Forbidden Route gets turned into the Verboten route. True. I like that. All right. Whoa. Stop hitting me. It surely is a unique route. I've definitely not done anything close to this before. Have I killed him after breaking all of his shell? Yeah, wasn't that one of the retro achievements, or am I making that up? Wasn't that part of the retro achievement? Alongside not taking damage, or maybe it was a bingo square idea? I don't remember. I have the memory of a squid. I don't even know what that means. Wait, is Chapel open? Is there like a blue door right to our left? Or do I have to go all the way around? Because it's telling me that Sword Card is in Logic. The blue door exists? All right. Then in that case, we can't go that way. Damn, this is really spread out. This is why I have a hard time believing you're expecting an hour average for these kinds of seeds, because, like, I feel like the spread of times is going to be quite large because you're kind of forcing people to go very wide. Oh my god, I'm pressing down, please. Not that there's anything necessarily wrong with that, but it just means that there's going to be high variance in the end times, I'm pretty sure. Because right now, like, if you look at the things that are on this layer that I have left to check, they're all over the castle and actually very awkward to get to. Yeah. So if you're trying to average around an hour, I don't think it's going to happen. Because I think your average is going to tend or trend higher because there's going to be outliers of seeds that are very, very long. At least that's the way I foresee things going. Is it worth it just to do that one check? Ugh, see, this is what I'm talking about. It's like, I'm going to go to the library because it's the most density, but I don't think it's necessarily the correct play. It's only one gravity jump check, but at the very least I can get some other checks done along the way. And check the shop, but it's not ideal. And then the two spots in like the cavern section of the run, or the cavern section, is like I have to go to the Mines Warp and then either go fight Granfaloon or go fight Scylla. And that's like a 50-50, which is kind of rough. Oh, nice. That's actually insanely convenient. We have infinite library cards. That very rarely happens. Well, now this route's pretty good. Just because we have infinite library cards. Royal Cloak, Heart of Vlad. We got 2 Vlads so far. Not bad, not bad. All right, we'll check the shop real quick. We have I feel like we found some money. Oops. Right? Just kidding. I freaking lied. Yo, is that Fire of Bat? Let's go. Library cards in the shop. Harper. Effective with shield, so we got shield rod again. Get stronger to when bloodied. Okay. Increases intelligence. Power converts hearts to damage. Okay. Increases rare item drops. Okay.
Farewell for now.
Shop's all right. We have library cards, so we'll be fine. We'll come back and grab some of that stuff later, I guess. So now we're in a weird spot. I feel like we definitely want to save split. What up, Shackman? Welcome. I think the idea is I'm going to go to the Castle Keep, save the game, then check sword card. And if it's not there, reset, warp to the mines, and then we have to 50-50 between Grand Falloon and Scylla. And in that case, I don't know which one's faster. Probably Scylla first. And then Grand Falloon last is the vibes I'm getting. Yeah, it's not ideal that we have to do the save split, but it's not the worst, I guess. Why'd you think I was wearing a wizard's hat? Maybe I am. Right now, Dinner Dog and Swarm are not the issue when it comes to organizing the race. It's actually me. Because this is my last stream for like about a week, which is really unfortunate. I've had some like family obligations and some other stuff all come up all at once at the end of October. So I'm going to be taking care of that stuff for the next like almost 2 weeks. I'm going to try and stream whenever I can, but I'm essentially just going to be very busy. It's also my first time that I'll be able to see some of my friends. It'll be the first time I'm seeing them in like 3 years. So there's just like a bunch of stuff all on top of each other. Life happens, yeah. Super drunk Halloween parties. If only. If only. If only that were that easy. I don't think my grandparents are the get wasted for Halloween type. But maybe I should ask them just in case. I don't think I've ever seen my grandparents drink, actually, now that I think about it. But yeah. I am kind of hoping that we can get the October Partner Plus requirements met. Like I said, I'm going to try and stream as much as I can and try and remind people so that way maybe we can barely make the requirements for October. Because if we make the requirements for October, it means that that's one less month that we have to try and grind for, which would be really, really nice. And we're close, too. That's not here. Reset. What's my alternative? I guess go through Coliseum? Is that better? Probably not. This is probably slightly faster. The only downside is that we miss out on the experience and the level ups, but it's fine. The question mark means it's a rare drop that you have not found yet. The bestiary automatically unlocks all of the common drops from every enemy, whether you've seen it or not. But the rare drops will be marked with a question mark if you haven't seen that drop. And if you've gotten the item to drop, it will show up. It doesn't mean that you've actually picked up that item. It just means that it's shown up. Jesus Christ. The Hat Man? Am I the Hat Man from your sleep paralysis dreams? Grand Falloon is definitely faster. Well, the thing is that the save split is more efficient if I do Scylla next. And then I can library card after Grand Falloon. Because otherwise, then I'd have to go down to Grand Falloon, save again, and do a save split at Grand Falloon. This essentially is just a means to make the one save split that I did in Castle Keep be more efficient. Potentially. Oh, god damn it. I guess I have to do this. Whee! Oh my god, what the frog? If I require assistance in the watch-along, I mean, it's up to you. I don't plan on doing the watch-along until November anyways, because that's when I'm going to be back. Ooh, nice, a new shield. That's when I'm back from all my trips and am back into normal stream schedule, make YouTube videos. Don't need to go on any trips anytime soon kind of schedule. So I would save it for then. But thank you, I appreciate it. That is kind of you. Go back to Marcel. All right, let's see it. Come on. All right, Soul of Bat. I'll take it. So that's our form of flight right there. And a transformation, too. That's good to know. So now we can do Fire of Bat. We can do the All Rocks check. I'm still going to hold off on Grand Falloon because nobody likes Grand Falloon. Although I could do Spike Breaker out of logic right now. God damn it. I was trying to be cool and hit this on the way down to check it. But that's tough. I'll check this sword. Morn Blade. Okay. Let's check it out. Knight's Crest, Heart Crest. Knight's Crest, Heart Crest. Knight Crest, Heart Crest. And that's, okay. That's the Malblung, so we can do Shield Rod spells now. What are the controls for the Bat Dash? Do you mean literally a Bat Dash where you back dash and then transform into Bat? Because those are the controls for a Bat Dash. If you mean the Wing Smash spell, that, you could just Google that. You can just Google Wing Smash and you'll figure it out pretty quickly. Or you can type ! movement and watch my movement tutorial. And that explains all of the advanced movement techniques in this game. Oh, well that's convenient. We're going back down. I guess after this we could go back to the mines and then we can do Grand Falloon and Spike Breaker. I think this is Shield Rod, right? No, it's Morning Star. Okay. Interesting. Sometimes you yearn for the mines. That's life. No worries, Brewmint. Have a good one. Reminder to anybody that wants to do some last-minute support at the end of the month for the stream. I won't grab that. Maybe consider subbing at tier 3 so we can get those Partner Plus requirements taken care of for October. I would greatly appreciate it. If you have the means to do so, of course. If not, don't feel bad about it. It's all good. I'm just hoping we get there, and I know it's going to be tough with my schedule for the end of the month, but that's, you know, that's on me at the end of the day. This is already spooky. This game does have some pretty good October vibes, that's for sure. Still have to do castle entrance too. Shit. We'll warp there and do that eventually. Yeah, no, if you can't support, don't feel bad. It's all good. I know times are tough for everybody. The game.com port is definitely terrifying. Horrendous even. Yeah, we'll go down here. There was that sword over there, but whatever. I'm honestly not in the mood to pick up a lot of items, it seems. Do we? Yeah, we'll library card, I think. After checking these locations. I'll check Grand Floon first because it's in logic, and then we'll save split for Spikebreaker, and then we'll library card from Spikebreaker. We found Bat earlier. That's what happened. I don't feel like checking all these items. That's the thing that I hate about the equipment randomization is like, I find an item on the ground and I'm like, is it even worth going over there to pick it up? Because like 90% of the time it's going to be useless. Since most items in this game are useless. It's like a neat idea, but for me, I end up not preferring it. It just turns into a thing where if I find a decent weapon, I just use that for the whole seed, because like trying to find a new weapon and checking my inventory every 2 seconds just ends up being slower. What up, Anthanius? Hope you're doing well. Nothing. Someday the stats will be in a window when you pick it up. What's the best Castlevania menu? Castlevania Symphony of the Night for iOS and Android. The mobile port unironically has a really good menu system because it's a fucking touchscreen. But real answer, I don't know. They're all fine, I guess. Come on. There we go. Oh. All right, I'll take that. A little sketchy, but we made it through. I'll grab that in case it's a sellable. High potion. Probably some Final Vlad shenanigans, maybe. I don't know. It's wild how like 15, 20 years ago we saw some guy dancing in a bodysuit on TV and it became a meme. I mean, he was killing it. What can I say?
What can I
When you got moves like that?
I'm interested in
Shit. I don't think I can buy anything with this.
I'm interested in this.
There's no point in buying a library card because I get them for free. Yeah.
Farewell for now.
Indeed, Aperture. All of the warps are available at the start of the game. They're open at the start. And there's some warping shenanigans in order to get to the end of the game. The map has also been edited to change the way that the game works. I'll show you actually a good example of that. Like, you need new relic combinations to get to certain relic locations. Like, Fire of Bat has been changed, and I'll show you that in a second here, because we're about to go to Fire of Bat right now. At what point do we download Dracula's consciousness into a potato? That's at the very end. That happens in the post-credit scene. Yeah, if you call Soma a potato, then that works. Like, those platforms have been added, and then this terrain has also been added, making it so that you can only get through this location if you have a transformation. So it changes the way that you have to interact with the randomizer and where you find your relics and stuff like that, and how you obtain your relics. The holy symbol that I just picked up is also a progression relic now. It unlocks the Force of Echolocation in the second castle. So there's a lot of interesting changes to the map to make the relics behave differently. Let's go check Castle Keep now. Like, for example, I could warp directly to Castle Keep without having been here before. That's another aspect of the randomizer. So it changes a lot of how the routing for randomizers works. Oops, a little too high. It's cool. I'm enjoying my time playing it. Ow. Let's refill our mana. We'll check... We haven't seen Fairy Scroll yet, I'm pretty sure, so we have to keep our eyes open for that. Well, there's Mist. So... that's probably our progression item, which means we should probably library card. And check that real quick. I mean, I can save split for it, maybe, since I'm right next to a warp. Maybe that's worth it. I don't know. What happens if you pick up fairy card early? We'll find out. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Let's go check Soul of Bat. We still need glasses for second castle stuff. Okay. Did I bring enough sippies for the class? No, just me. I'm very thirsty. You don't understand. I require my thirsts to be quenched. Your fantasies can never be quenched, can they? Can they, you freaking fricks? When will you learn? There's holy glasses. All right. I don't have another library card. Oof. Wait, no, I do. Don't I? I don't. I thought I picked up a second one. That's fine. I'll pick up another one right now. I just got to remember to pick them up while I'm here. We will simply not need the other one. Oh, don't worry. I can get one real quick. Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Oh my god! I'm getting bullied! I guess we got second castle. I don't think there's a reason to check any of this other stuff right now. Cake ticket? Hell yeah. Is there a reason why you don't pick those up in bat form? Strange. Alrighty. That's 2 more library cards. I mean, we should just go to the second castle and do checks in there. That is technically correct. Alucard do be flapping his hands. How did I just notice the GIF in the top right? That's a preview of the Halloween costume gaming if we hit that sub goal. Sees beyond magical curses. Why does this increase all my stats by 1? That sure is nice. So steel. Oi. This is fun. I'm thoroughly enjoying the idea of playing through the game in a different way. This is quite interesting. Does the Halloween costume include the dance? There's only one way to find out. I'll put this back on. Sure, why not? Did I practice the dance though? See, the thing is, you don't need to practice it when it's already a part of you. You know what I mean? When you have the feeling deep in your bones. Routing Stone was getting kind of stale. I could see that, yeah. I think a lot of the attempts to make routing more interesting, like Batmaster, the original version of Batmaster, kind of like flopped. But this sure is interesting. That unlocks Aquadon, so I guess we do right side. I don't need to grab that because all the warps are open by default. It's a nice time to be alive, yeah. No, Halloween stream last year was fun. I enjoyed it. I'll try my best to see if I can do something on Halloween this year, but I'm going to be out of town. I'm going to try and have like a mobile stream setup and hopefully make it a little bit nicer than the mobile stream setup I did while I was in Vegas. But we'll see. It won't be as nice as this setup, though. Okay, Fairy Scroll is at Medusa. Oh, I guess I should pick it up. Portal Spell. Does it actually, like, work? No, it doesn't. So I still don't get enemy names. Got it. Well, that's actually kind of convenient. Medusa's a pretty easy spot to get to. Did I get to sightsee in Vegas? I went to the Strip once. Well, twice, actually. Once to gamble, and then once to have dinner. My friends that I was staying with, they work at a pretty nice restaurant on the Strip. So we got to eat at the restaurant over there, which was nice. I forget what it's called, but it was nice. Okay. That's so cool that you could get here by using bat plus spike breaker. That's neat. Also, wait a minute. This doesn't line up. Hey! How does this turn into this? My immersion is ruined. Imagine playing SOTN in the sphere in Vegas. Imagine I'm playing SOTN, but it's being projected onto the sphere in Vegas. That would be... So many people in Vegas would be so confused. They'd be like, what the fuck? I mean, this is cool. I'm enjoying the fact that the game is different. Like, that alone is giving it a lot of fun in my brain. Do we get baited again and go back, or do I keep going? I'm gonna save split this time before we get baited. Oh god. Let's save. Let's go back to the first castle. My guess is we're gonna find Jewel of Open down there. That's like the last thing we're looking for, right? I guess Echo as well, because we found well, if I found the last Vlad relic then, and all I'm looking for is Jewel of Open. Well, Jewel of Open opens up a lot of stuff, so there's a non-zero chance that like a random Vlad just exists.
What can I do for you?
I mean,
I feel like there was something I wanted to buy, but I don't remember what it was. I guess this. Get the Ring of Ares. Maybe we just double Ares, because I do need damage for like the final boss. So we'll do that. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff locked behind Jewel of Open, so it's like 4-ish relics or whatever. And we still need to find the 2 random Vlads. It's already been 42 minutes. It's been fine. I could see the Force of Echo changes causing a lot of code to be written. Have you guys considered making your own ROM hack at this point? Like editing the map to change the normal progression and basically like invent your own intended route. I don't know if that's like something you guys would be interested in, but you definitely could do it at this point. It looks like you have all the pieces together. Especially because most ROM hacks for this game are kind of mid. I feel like creating like the first good ROM hack for this game could come with a lot of positive press, which could be good. Yeah, I'll put it on. I'd mostly consider modifying the bosses to make them less of a joke. You cannot do that. Loillery? Why can't I say your name right? Low? You just can't do it. Because at the end of the day, you can't, without changing the actual AI of the bosses, there's not much you can do. There are plenty of hacks that have tried, like Fair and Balance has tried, Hard Type has tried. Essentially what it turns into is increasing a bunch of stats on the bosses themselves, which ends up not making them necessarily harder, it just makes them take longer. Because the bosses in Symphony of the Night are always going to be a joke unless you actually change the AI or add new moves, which I don't think anyone is at the point yet where they're able to do that. Okay, this was Jewel of Open. Got it. Well, now we can check Gravity Boots. Changing some of the arenas. Like I said, Fair and Balanced has already done that. And it doesn't necessarily do much. It emphasizes the more annoying parts of the bosses, I guess. But again, like I said, there are ROM hacks that have already tried to do this, and in my eyes, they haven't succeeded in creating actual interesting boss fights. All they do is restrict the player to the point where they're forced to deal with the annoying aspects of the bosses, and that's about it, which in my mind doesn't make for interesting combat. Well, there's Leapstone. That's a new blue door that got added. I'm sure you guys are aware of that. I guess we go this way, and we can do castle entrance along the way. Nah, it's better to go this way. But I probably should have refilled my MP. Whatever, I'll refill my MP. Rear. Blue door? Yep, that's part of the new randomizer. I hadn't heard of Fair and Balanced. You might like it. There are people that go out of their way to play it, and I'm sure they enjoy it to a certain extent. I am not interested in combat balance hacks of this game at all. Like, I'm a firm believer that this game is not meant to be difficult, and if you try and make it difficult, you're, in my eyes, kind of bastardizing what makes this game interesting. I wouldn't go that far, Ruimix. I think that's mean. Like, somebody went out of their way to make the hack and to, like, you know, put effort into it and try and make something cool. And in their eyes, it's cool. And, like, that's fine. I'm not going to shit talk somebody else's creation like that. I've already checked this one. It's the other one. My bad. No, it's okay. I see you're trying to make a joke, but I feel like it just came off a little too mean. That's all. Because I don't think it's a pile of shit or anything like that. I just personally have a different set of beliefs of how this game is at its best. Like, what aspects of this game make it interesting and fun. And for me, it comes down to the movement, the exploration, the actual... like the moment-to-moment gameplay that isn't necessarily the combat. The combat in and of itself is kind of a... What's the best way to describe it? It's more about spectacle than anything. It's more about like, oh, damn, this boss looks cool, or damn, this boss is a cool idea. But the actual like implementation of the boss fight itself doesn't end up being that interesting. Or like weapons in this game. The Marshal is a giant sword made out of explosions. They didn't give a shit about balancing the weapons. They just made cool stuff just to make cool stuff. And I think that's what makes this game interesting. Yeah, Beelzebub is a good example of that because he's not a well-designed boss, but he's cool as fuck. He's just a giant floating body with a bunch of flies everywhere. Like, he has 0 attacks. The only attacks that he has is summoning flies. And then he has, like, grubs falling off of his body. It's very thematic, but it's not necessarily, like, a good boss design. It's not like fucking Dark Souls level of peak combat. You know what I mean? And I think if you try and force SOTN into a box where it tries to be that, you end up with a subpar version of Symphony of the Night. But that's just me. Again, I made an entire video about my feelings about Metroidvanias and like making a tier list out of it, and so many people, so many people were like, nah, dude, you're tripping. You're dumb because the games that I like aren't at S tier. And it's like, okay, whatever, man. But also, I don't hold opinions such that, like, they're so important to me that they have to be correct. You know what I mean? Like, if someone comes up to me and is like, no, actually, I think SOTN combat is really difficult and it's, like, on par with Dark Souls, I'll be like, I think you're crazy. But I'm not going to be offended. Yeah, we should do all rocks now. Maybe it's better to do Silver Ring first and then all... Nah, that's fine. What makes SOTN fun is the movement and routing. Yeah, and that stuff's like unintentional too. Like this game is an unintentional masterpiece. I don't think a lot of the game's intentional design decisions make it better than it actually is, but to be fair, a lot of its intentional design decisions are also very good. Like the art direction, the music, the sprite work, the art itself, all of that's amazing. But a lot of the actual moment-to-moment gameplay design decisions kind of emerge accidentally to make it a more fun game than it kind of is meant to be, if that makes sense. At least on further replays. On your first playthrough, it's still amazing. But I feel like if SOTN had worse movement mechanics and a worse, like, incidental castle synergy, then the game could end up very bad. Like, this game could have easily ended up being very bad. But, like, accidental mechanics like diagonal gravity jumping off of the ground being a thing that's possible adds a lot of depth. Keeping momentum during transformations, chaining wing smashes, all of these things are things that are, like, didn't need to be in the game and are kind of accidental in implementation, but end up creating a much more holistic movement experience. But again, most people appreciate this game not even from that axis. Like, most people completely don't regard the movement axis of this game as important. Like, they just don't know about the advanced movement tech, or they just don't care to implement it into their own playthroughs. And for me, that's just like the reason I've been speedrunning this game for 10 years and continue to play it. One of the reasons I started replaying Symphony of the Night in the first place when I was a child is because I liked backdashing in the game. Like, I liked that I could backdash over and over again to go faster. And that's what eventually led me to speedrun this game in the future, you know what I mean? So even, like, uninfluenced by the ideas of speedrunning this game, I still wanted to go fast, and I still found that enjoyable. That's the entire first castle done. I think even the basic movement when backtracking is above other exploration platformers. Well, I think most other games, they don't focus on how their movement feels. I guess I should go the other way, actually. This way's probably better, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's a little presumptuous of me to assume that they don't focus on that. But for me, it feels like a lot of Metroidvanias forget the idea that, like, moving through the game is like 99% of what you're doing in a Metroidvania. Like, combat and exploration are like the two key things that you do 99% of the time. And I feel like a lot of the Metroidvania indie games I've played end up not, like, fully taking advantage of those movement systems or combat systems. I feel like they end up kind of having a lot of ideas for both of those systems, but just not fleshing them out and making them, like, super solid. Some studios do a fantastic job of it, though. Team Ladybug is, like, very, very good at creating fluid combat systems and movement systems in their games. Toho Luna Knights and Record of Lodoss War are both fantastic Metroidvanias for that reason, because they don't feel bad to play. Hollow Knight has god tier combat, but I didn't care for the exploration/reward system. I agree, yeah. Epic name, bro. That's kind of my opinion as well with Hollow Knight, is that it's a really good game, especially when you're doing, like, the late game boss fights. Like, Nightmare King Grim is one of the most fun boss experiences I've had in a video game ever. Like, fighting that guy for like I think we fought him for like 2 hours on stream before finally getting the clear, and it felt so good. Like, very few bosses are designed in a way that are frustratingly difficult, but not unfair. And then as you go through the game and, like, fight the boss over and over again, you start to understand the patterns, you start to understand the places where you're able to, like, get damage in. And when you first fight the guy, you just fucking die immediately. And then you're, you know, 50th attempt, you're finally, like, dodging shit that you didn't think was dodgeable before. I agree, epic name, bro. I'm not a big fan of the Geo system. In fact, I think it's probably the weakest individual system that they added to Hollow Knight. I don't know if that was just kind of a thing where they were inspired by Dark Souls, losing your money on death, and they were like, oh, let's make a money system where you lose it on death. And then that ended up branching out into a bunch of weird dev decisions. Because to me, that felt weird. Because money was so important. It was like you bought benches with Geo, you bought map charms, you bought individual maps. Like all of your exploration stuff was tied to having Geo, which means if you were a bad player that was just dying all the time, you just get screwed out of convenience in your exploration, which kind of doesn't feel great. Hold on. We gotta go to the top path because it's more fun. Let's go! Top path! Whee! What? Damn it. Wait, can you not? Okay. Yeah, and if you're good at the game, it's just like Geo becomes useless after a certain point. What's the fastest way to get back to... Oh, come on. We have to go back to Medusa. What's the fastest way to get back there? Do we just go there manually, or do we go to Inverted Aurochs Warp to Entrance? Reverse library card, then teleport? Is that faster? Maybe it would have been, actually. Yeah, reverse library card might have been the play. But at this point, I'm already, like, halfway to the warp. So, meh. But it would have been on the correct warp cycle, so that actually would have been probably the play. I would argue Moneybags is different, Mr. Dark, because Moneybags is a reminder that the game is a collectathon. Like, the whole purpose of the game is to collect everything. That's what Spyro 2 and 3 are all about, the games that have... Even Spyro 1 is, you know... There's no tangible difference between Moneybags and the Balloonists, necessarily, from Spyro 1 and Spyro 2 and 3. But the game is about collecting shit. So the game is like, hey, you need to go collect more shit. Because the game's about collecting shit. That's the fun part of the game. They probably could have done it in a better way. I think the Balloonists are probably a better implementation, because then it feels like you're not losing your money, where Moneybags is literally stealing, or not stealing, but he's like taking your money. Like the Balloonist design was probably still better, but... But I see where you're coming from. What's my favorite final boss fight in any Castlevania? Final boss. They're all so bad. It's hard to choose. Probably Castlevania HD. Whether you consider the final boss Dracula in stage 6 or the Getsu Fumiden stage final boss. Both of them are fine. Mostly because Castlevania HD is just fun. Yeah, Ryozetsuken, or however you say it. Hold on, does this break the game? Let's find out. Aw, no fun. All right. Well, yeah, we're finishing up in about an hour. Not bad. Double Ares, and I guess we'll... Yeah, no Badu card transformation. Feels bad. Double Ares, hello? How is this guy still alive? There we go. Yeah, this time's pretty good. Did we do anything that out of logic, though? I feel like we did some out of logic stuff. Well, we only out of logic Spike Breaker, which wasn't that big of a deal. I feel like everything else was pretty standard. We did get early bat though. This was like layer 2 bat. So where is Swift diagonal uppercut? Where's the fucking thing? There it is. Fire of Bat was out of logic. It's actually Leapstone plus a transformation. It's only that, not Gravity Boots plus a transformation. Or like Bat solo doesn't count as... Why doesn't solo Bat count? That seems strange. Holy shit, Dark Shield is so bad. There it is. There we go. Not bad.
Whence you came, trouble the soul of my mother no more.
Oh, you can out of logic it with Leapstone. Okay.
How?
I see what you mean. Oh, by dive kicking off the candles and then making it up there. Okay, that's interesting. That is a nice screen to end on, yeah. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, no sub hour, but still close. It was a good seed, and the Aperture preset's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it a lot. Not bad. Yeah, world record. GG's. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. Helps me out a ton. Consider joining the live stream. And if you stop by the live stream, consider subscribing, maybe at tier 3. Help your boy get Partner Plus so Twitch pays him more money for the same amount of subscribers. That'd be nice. But anyways, take it easy, YouTube. Have a good one. Bye-bye.